Hi guys, and welcome to Yoga for Runners. So I've decided to do this sequence because lots of you in lockdown have started running. Lots of you are doing couch to 5k. You're picking up maybe a hobby that you had years ago because you've got a little bit more time, and that's fabulous. I'm all about feeling good in our bodies and physical activity. However, I bet my bottom dollar that hardly any of you are stretching out after a run. Am I right? Yes. So today's session is 6 easy poses that you can do when you come back from your run, just to ease out any tension in the hamstrings, in the quads, and in the calves and the ankles. If you look after your legs, they will look after you. So I hope you enjoy. It would be useful if you do the warm-up section first, just so you get the muscles nice and warmed up. If you've not got time for that and you go straight into this section for running stretches, all I would say is listen to your body, okay? If something doesn't feel right, don't push, don't force. Another top tip, if something feels like it's overstretching, then bend the knees. That's all you gotta do. So if something feels too much, bend the knees, modify it, back up a little bit until it feels okay for you. So if we're ready, let's get on with it. It's a beautiful day, by the way. It's absolutely red hot in here, but as a professional you won't know that, but I'm absolutely dying. Anyway, get ready with your mat and we'll start in our standing pose. So standing nice and tall on your mat, one of my absolute favourite stretches for the hamstrings is a standing forward fold. So remember what I said before, if you need to bend the knees, please do so. So standing nice and tall, spine nice and lengthened. We're going to take a big breath in and reach up. Now as you breathe out, you're going to bend those knees and you're going to hang. Let the head go. Now as you get more warmed up, you can straighten these legs, but it's not necessary in the beginning. Make sure that you give yourself time. Now another little addition to this that can be nice for your upper back is just to grab hold of opposite elbow with opposite hand and then lean into your forward fold. Now we're going to let go of the arms, we're going to take a big breath in and we're going to breathe out and roll up bit by bit by bit till we're nice and tall again. Nice. So we'll do that once more. Take a big breath in, reach up, breathe out, bend the knees and hang again. Now we're going to go into my favourite stretch, which is a lunge. So all we're going to do is step back with that right foot and lower the right knee. Sink those hips, okay? You want the right knee above the right ankle. Allow the hips to settle, yeah? So we're not holding back, we're allowing that stretch to occur on that right hip flexor. Your job is to breathe here, even though it might feel tight. Now we're going to take a big breath in, and as we breathe out, I want you to creep the hands back and you're going to rock into a runner's stretch. So you're rocking onto that left heel. Now if that left leg can't straighten all the way, keep a little bend in it. That's absolutely fine, no problem. Drop the shoulders, we don't want them up here, set them down the back. Feel that in the calf, all the way up into the hamstring, go easy. The more you pick up on the toes, the deeper that stretch is going to feel. Bring it back into low lunge, press the chest forward. Now, we're going to change the hand position here slightly. So pick your left hand up and take it on the inside of your left foot. Now you're almost going to rock onto the outside edge of that left foot and just let your left knee fall out a little bit. So experiment with letting it fall out to the side and then press the knee back into the upper arm. You'll feel that in that hip. inner thigh and groin. Now for those who want a deeper stretch, you can tuck the back toes under, lift that right knee, press back through the right heel and forward through the chest. Big stretch, breathe. As you breathe out, lower that right knee, left hand back on the outside of left foot, and then you're going to rock back again into that runner's stretch onto that left heel. Bow. Let's bring it forward again into that low lunge. Now we're going to find our way into an all fours position here. So shoulder over wrist, hip over knee. And we're going to actually access downward facing dog from here. So take a big breath in, breathe out, tuck the toes under, and then you're going to lift those hips, lift the butt. Now for now, keep the knees bent. As the legs warm up, you can straighten them. But just for now, go easy. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, walk the hands back towards the feet and hang. Grab hold of opposite elbow. Release those arms. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, push down through the feet and curl up bit by bit by bit by bit. Back to standing. Top of the mat. So we're going to do the same thing on the opposite leg now. Nice and tall, root down through the feet, big breath in, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, hang. So we're going to do the same thing that we did before, but now we're going to step back with that left foot. So step it back and then lower the knee. Low lunge. So this time, right knee over right ankle. Really let those hips sink and settle. We're opening up the hip flexor on the opposite side now. Breathe deeply, remember that's your job. We're going to take a big breath in together, and as you breathe out, creep the hands back and rock onto that right heel now. If that right leg doesn't like to be straight, bend it a little bit. That's absolutely fine. Check that the shoulders aren't up, you want to slide them down. This is all about the calf and the hamstring. We shouldn't feel like we're tense in the upper body, okay? We're going to come back through to low lunge. Now let's change that hand position again. So we're going to pick right hand up and take it on the inside of right foot this time. And you'll be able to see a little bit easier what I mean. So let the right hip knee fall out and then press it back into the arm. Let the knee fall out, only a little bit, and then press it back into the arm. Let the knee fall out and then press it back in. Now for those of you who want that deeper stretch, tuck the back toes, lift that left knee. Push back through left heel, forward through the chest, breathe, breathe, breathe. When you're ready, lower that back knee. Take the hand back on the outside of the right foot and then creep it back, runner's stretch again. So on to that right heel. Nice and relaxed through the upper body, no drama. So you're going to come back through to low lunge and then you're going to come back into that all fours position. We're going to revisit downward facing dog again. So big breath in, breathe out, tuck those toes so you can lift, lift, lift. Knees are bent, pressing back. As the legs get more flexible, you can straighten them. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, walk the hands back towards the feet and hang. Take a big breath in. breathe out, push down through the feet and curl up bit by bit by bit by bit. Already you should be feeling that those legs are a little bit more spacious. So we're going to go into something called pyramid pose now, which is an epic stretch for those hamstrings. Go slowly, okay? If you've been running for a while and not really doing your stretches, you've neglected them, then your legs are going to be tight. So just respect where you're at and play the edges. So standing nice and tall, we're going to step back with that right foot. Now it's a fairly narrow stance, yeah? Hips are squared off towards the short edge of the front of your mat. Root down through the feet. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. You're going to get halfway. Back is flat. Take another breath in. Breathe out. Bring the hands to rest on that left shin. Now, as you do so, you're going to pull that left hip back slightly, okay? Now, for some of you, you'll be able to bring your hands down either side of the front foot. If that feels too much, you can always come back up, okay? Direct your inhale now into the calf and into the belly of that hamstring. It's really going to feel this one. Let the stretch happen. The reason your legs are so tight is because you don't do this. Now to come out, we're going to bring your hands back to the shin and we're going to push down through the feet and take a big breath in to come all the way up. Bring the hands to prayer and then step the feet in. Well done. So let's do the same on the other side. Step back with the left foot. Narrow stance, hips squared towards the short edge of your mat. Root down through the feet so you feel steady. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, get halfway so your back is nice and flat. You'll already start to feel it in the leg. Take another big breath in. Breathe out. Rest the hands on that right shin. Now pull that right hip back slightly. It's a small movement, but you'll feel it. If you feel like you can, rest your hands either side of that front foot. Breathe into the sensation that you're feeling. And it might be intense. To come out, I'm going to bring the hands back onto the shin. Push down through the feet and inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down in front of the chest. Step the feet together. Good. So the last stretch that we're going to do is just for the inside of the thigh. We're going to take it super easy. Take a wider stance on your mat for this one, okay? Toes are kind of pointing in, heels are pointing out a little bit. You're going to bring your hands to your hips. So take a big breath in, breathe out and start to push the butt back and you're going to get halfway. Back is nice and flat, just like we did a moment ago. Take another big breath in, breathe out, let the hands slide down the legs. You're going to rest them where they feel good and then you're just going to relax the head. Now if you want to take a deeper stretch, you can take the legs wider apart. It's up to you. If you want to add an additional stretch for the back, you can rest your hands on the inside of the thigh and drop one shoulder as you look up over the opposite shoulder. Other side, so drop one shoulder, look up, opposite shoulder. To come out of the pose, press down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way back to the start. You're going to bring those feet in. And that is it. Runners yoga done. So if you add this into your routine 2 or 3 times a week, you're going to see a massive difference in the flexibility and the health of your legs. Let me know in the comments, as always, what you thought, and I'll see you real soon for some more yoga. Take care.